So the episode opens with Kenya looking at art, unlike Nene. Kenya looking at his space for Brooklyn's tea party because that's what a 3-year-old needs. Girl, you got a nice enough backyard. You could have had it at the house. $15,000 for a 3-year-old's birthday. She ain't gonna remember. Why would Mark help with the party? He ain't on the show. You lucky he helped you out with the sperm. Oh, Sheree, this jogger shirt is cute. Do you see it? It looks like Google and then it searches She by Sheree. You better cash in on the laugh. Cairo is working in the wardrobe department at Sissy Perry's studios. That's why everything looks so terrible. I hope he's wearing a mask when he's working there because those flammable fabrics can't be good to continuously breathe in. Breathe around. Oh, Marlo Amos is gonna start acting? I mean, you were great on Good Times. Check your IBMD. You got irritable bowels? Check your irritable bowel syndrome? I don't think so. I checked your IMDb and you have 1 credit from 2019. But now we getting into the fact that Sheree ain't paying Drew's assistant. Marlo said the streets say Sheree don't pay her bills, honey. The Ohio legal system says it. Fulton County says it. Contractors say it. Chateau Thelma says it. It's not just the streets. It's the houses on the streets. Businesses too. Neiman Marcus. So now Sheree is upset that Candy out here telling her business when she don't let people talk about her or her man. Don't talk about her man. But Sheree, if we don't talk about your debt, what else do we have to talk about? Marlo said, well, Kenya wants to talk about La Archive, but she only sent a text for Brooklyn's tea party. At least I sent a model. Sheree back to bone carrying. I did tell her about the white refrigerator and living in a hotel. Now, Kenya, that was not 4-star. That was 2.5 at best. Okay, so Candy's got everybody going to New York to see her play. It's nice that this time people's instruments won't be held for random because you didn't pay the trucking company. Pepperidge Farm remembers. And of course, Candy's happy to play a lesbian, any excuse. Candy wants the EGOT. I could see it. I could see it. You could do the music for Tony. Not singing, though. The thick tongue sissy also says that he has a vendor friend that Sheree owes $25,000 and is waiting for payment. Well, honey, if you waiting for payment from Sheree, you gonna be waiting all day. Oh, Brooklyn is such a beautiful little girl. She really got the best features from Kenya and Mark. Girl! Sheree, she called Tyrone. Call him, 'cause he lives in your phone. That man don't want you, but did you pay for his phone? Okay, so we at the beginning of Brooklyn's party, but Kenya, your hair looks like it's reached the end of the evening. It's giving me a Morticia Adams meets Pilgrim tea in this dress. I know you're trying to give tousled and carefree, maybe a little bedroom hair, but it just looks messy, at least for a kid's party. Maybe if it was like a sexy night out or something, this hair would work, but not for a kid's party. And then this dress, this Pilgrim's Pride dress, it's a no for me, dog. And this black funeral bow. Now, Kenya, you've been a butt to everybody for the past darn near decade, and you want to know why people are showing up late? 1, they always show up late. But 2, I'd show up late for you. If I'd show up at all, and then you gotta bump it in your head. I mean, your dress already doesn't know whether it's going to a wedding or a funeral, and now you've gotta bump it in your head. Sheree has on a great jersey bedsheet dress. 'Cause she don't like to pay people, so she sure wasn't gonna go to Kohl's or Ross and dress for less. She just took a bedsheet, wrapped it up, and here she is. I wonder which church swap meet she got this fascinator at, though. Now, Sonia's dress is actually nice. Oh, and here comes Moneta Shaw. I'm sorry, but fuck Neo. I couldn't imagine the pain she went through having his big-headed ass kids for him to leave her. Nah, fuck him. Oh, Drew showing up in Kenya's old dress, except Kenya's looks designer, and Drew is giving me generic. It's Crasdale, it's signature. Look how weak the top looks. Kenya's top is sitting up straight. Drew's top is just flopping down. That dress needs a Viagra. Sheree, you don't even know which one is your good eye. And again, you don't even know who owns your house, so I ain't surprised. Oh, God. Drew whining about Ralph again. Wait, is it Ralph? I keep calling him Ray. Is it Ray? So now he ain't even sleeping in the bed with her. Well, he wasn't sleeping with you when he was in Tampa, so what's the big deal about it now? Oh, Lord, Candy did a black house white crap outfit too. Oh, Lord. Huh. So we gonna play a game. Who's got the best tea? Candy said at a kid's party? Yes, because Kenya has no boundaries. Sheree, what the hell is on your head? I know you're trying to give a wrapped up do, but you can barely see it. Ooh, it looks like a toe. It looks like you have a giant toe wig on your head. What in the Elvira hell? How did production let you sit in front of the camera and think this looked good? What is Brooklyn's middle name? I would guess the JMZ train. The D train also goes to Brooklyn. East River? That's what borders between Brooklyn and Manhattan. So Brooklyn, East River, more. So after the Brooklyn trivia, we start telling the real tea, and the first one up is Candy sucks dick in locker rooms. She's got a whole dungeon for that. Why would she need to be in a locker room? Sheree said what we were all thinking. It's like, okay, you done suck dick everywhere else, so why is a locker room that big of a deal? I'm sure you've given away a little tour bus twat, a little concert coochie. So of course nobody's gonna fess up who spilled the tea, but I think it was Kenya. The way she said, oh, we have to move on. Girl, please. We have to move on because you were so late. This is Kenya punishing Candy for being late. The second she said for being so late, yep, this was Kenya. Let's have some handwriting analysis. But then, of course, we got to get back to Kenya shading La Archive. Now, if you want to talk about a website that don't have nothing on it, let's go to shebysheree.com. If you want to talk about lack of available product, let's talk about shebysheree.com. But you gonna come from Marlo, who actually owns the clothes she renting. Well, Kenya said Marlo's driving a used Rolls Royce. I mean, used or new, it's still a Rolls Royce. And it's still probably younger than your old Bentley. Now, Kenya, you may give her the receipt and you may have gotten that dress from Chanel, but it looked like shit. It doesn't even look Chanel inspired. It looks like White House black market sale rack. That looks like a 60% off mistake. The next tea is someone doesn't pay their assistant. And Sheree's like, I was waiting on you with the dough. Drew said, it's just the word allegedly. It's what she heard allegedly. Sheree said, well, first of all, he was not my assistant because you don't have any business to assist with. What does Sheree need an assistant for? You can be broke on your own. Candy's like, hold on, I wasn't really trying to bone Candy. I was hoping Drew would fall on her sword on this one. Drew's not into taking responsibility. Now we see a desperate Sheree trying to cling to what little bit of plotline she has with Drew. Why would I pay somebody if they're not my assistant? Why would Sheree pay someone? That's the bigger question. She's been skating through on IOUs forever. Don't play with me, my finances, or my kids. Ain't nobody brought up your grown children. Your kids is grown and grass, but nobody talking about them. Sheree said, are you that desperate that you need an assistant that's going to talk about your friends? Yes, because the Ralph plot line is boring. And Drew, you have 3 other assistants, but what are they helping you do? Because it's not booking a gig. Oh, and now the thick-tongued sissy has apparently said Ralph is gay. Girl, he was down in Tampa Pride, busting it wide. How'd you getting like Candy? You better not talk about my man. We're not gonna talk about my husband. I don't even know you. Well, it looks like your husband don't like you from the show. Who is this Heather wannabe walking through? This is ridiculous. I'm leaving. Girl, you came to a Real Housewives of Atlanta filming. You knew exactly what was going down. My kids are here. Then why'd you bring your kids to something you don't approve of? You ain't seen the show? What kind of parenting is that? She is really trying to get some camera time. Sheree said, well, this is a dizzy bitch. I don't even know if I want to be cool with her. You know what's really cool? Chateau Sheree, because the heat ain't on. God, so now Kenya gonna tell Drew she owes the lady who said her husband's gay an apology. Oh, Lord, when that kid started crying when they were singing Happy Birthday, I wanted to tear up too. I mean, just so off key. If you're gonna sing me Happy Birthday, you better be on key and harmonizing. Wait, did we see Sissy Brandon on the iPad? That looked like Sissy Brandon. Honey, after he got into it with Apollo, they never let him film again. So as the party's wrapping up, Drew says, well, you know, Sheree, you not paying somebody is minor. Somebody talking about my husband is major. No, your husband going to Tampa and cheating on you for a weekend is major. But Sheree says, Candy, you and I need to have a conversation as well. Yes, because maybe Candy can help you manage your stolen funds. Out of all these girls, I would have expected this from anybody but you. Sheree said, I don't know her, but I know you. He never got paid because he was never my assistant because you don't have a business to assist with. Ooh. I'll say this is the most effort I've seen Sheree actually put into being on the show. It's forced, but still refreshing. Child, Drew and Sheree putting hands in each other's faces, they out here battling for their check. Production said you have one chance to impress me and the other judges. Shade for your life. Drew, you better watch it. You know Sheree will shift that wig and your glue ain't too tight. Well, that was the shit.